Hi friends, welcome back. So in the previous video we saw an introduction to pathfinding between one point to another point. In that class I also mentioned about some of the algorithms which we can use to find the easiest or the shortest path between one point and the another point. But before continuing with the different types of algorithms, it is important that we understand the concept of data structures. Then only it will be easier for you to understand the concept of pathfinding in games. So I am going to start a new video series about the data structures and algorithms, and today we will start with the arrays. So what is the data structure? So data structure is how the method you are going to arrange the data values so that we can access and make changes in that data value with more efficiency. So if you are arranging the marks of students of this one class, then it is important that you arrange the marks and the name of the students properly, so that it is when you want to take the mark of one student, it will be easier for you to collect that data. And if you know that if you are not arranging in a proper order without any roll number or without any order, then if you want to collect a data of a particular student, it is going to be very difficult. But if you arrange the everything properly, like in alphabetical order, you arrange the name of the students and you arrange the marks accordingly, then if you want to find the marks of a particular student, it would be very easy for you to do that. So that is the importance of data structures. So according to our requirements, we can use the different types of data structures, and the sum of the data structures which we can use, that is the one is array, then linked list, then we have this queue, then stack, then graph, then tree. So we have different types of data structures which we can use according to our requirements. So in the coming videos I will explain and give examples of some of the data structures which we can use, and we will create some examples of that. Okay, today I am going to start with array. So in this example we will do some of the methods which we can use arrays in the programs. The programming language which I am going to use is C#, and the software or tool which I am going to use is Unity. But you can use any IDE you want that supports C#, and you can do this example. Okay, so let us start. Now we will create an array class to study about these arrays. So go to your assets folder, then go to create C# script and give the name as game array. Okay, then double click on to open this. So my game array class is open here. So first we will see the difference between a variable and an array. So here I am going to create a string data type. Okay, so just go here and give the type as string. I will just give the name as student. Okay, so this is the my variable name student, and when in the start I will give the student name. Okay, I will just give the student is equal to, I will give it as mark.
Okay. So you can see that I have defined a string variable, and in the start function I have given the value of a student as mark. I will just display that. Okay, so that is debug.log. I'm going to display that value of the student. Now just save that, go to Unity, and you can attach this anywhere. So I will just go and attach in the camera, and I will just play this. So when you play this, you can see that in the console window, I have got the value as mark. Okay. Now I am stopping this and I am going to Visual Studio. There what I am going to do is that I want to add the name of one more student. Okay, so there I am going to add student is equal to, I am going to give it as name as Ben. Okay, go back to Unity. I am going to play this again. So when I play this, here you can see that my the value of the student variable you can see as Ben. So what happened here? So you can see that when I added a new value, the previous value got deleted. Okay, so here you can see that you can add only one value at a time to one particular variable. Okay, so when you add a new value, the previous value will be replaced. Okay, so what we are going to do if we want to add more than one value to a variable. So for that you can use arrays. So now I am going to create an array. So you can use the different data types. So here I am going to create the string array because I want to store the names of 2 or 3 students there. For that I am going to create a new one. So that is for creating a string array, you can give first the data type, then the square brackets. Then I will just give the name as students. Okay, so this is my string array called students. Now what I am going to do is that I will just comment this. Then I will give the add the values. So first I have to define what is the my string array. So what is the length of the array which I have to define that. So for that I will just give it as students is equal to new. What is that? That is an array, string array. Okay, so I will just go for string array. Then here you can see that I am getting an error here because I have to, when I am creating an array, I have to mention the size of the array. Okay, so I am going to give it as new string. I am going to give the size as array. So I can enter 3 values in that particular array. What I am going to do next is I am going to give the values for that. So when in an array, the value starts from 0. Okay, so in the 0th position, I am going to give the value as mark. Then in the second one, I am going to give it as students 1. Okay, I am going to give it as Ben. Okay, and in the third position, I am going to give the value as Raj. Okay, so I have entered these 3 values in that particular array called students. If I want to display the value of in the second position, then how I am going to do that? I will go for debug.log. Then I can just display the students which one I want? I want the second position. So I have already told you we will start from 0. The second position, it will come as 1. Okay. Then I will just display that. Then go to Unity. So here you can see that I got the output as Ben. Okay, so who is the my second student. Okay, and if you want to display the third student, then I will give the value as 2. Then go to Unity, then play this. Okay, so I got the output as Raj. Now I will go back to. So if you want to display the entire student's name, then what you will do? So in that case, you can use the for loop. For I will give the initial value integer I is equal to 0. So I am going to start from 0. Then what is my the extreme value? So that is I less than the length of this array. What is the length of the array? Length of array is 3. So I less than 3, then I plus plus. So I am going to give the increment value. So I will just go for V, and this instead of 2, I am going to give it as I. Okay, so because I am going to take the value from the I. Okay, so just to save that and go back to Unity, then play this. So here we can say that there is all the names in the students array is displayed here. That is Mark, Ben, and Raj. Okay, I have just added all these students name into the students array. Then after that I am just displaying that. So here you can see that if you want to store more than one value to a data type, you can use the arrays. Going to create another array to store the marks of this array. Okay, so here this is the string type. You cannot add the another data type into which we have mentioned as another data type of the array. So if here I have defined that the students is a string array, so I can store only the data type of string to this particular array. So if you try to add an integer, then we will see what happens. So I am going to give it as 10. Okay, so student 0, I am going to give this integer value. So you can see that as soon as I enter this value, I am getting an error that is cannot implicitly convert type integer to string. Okay, so you cannot store another data type into an array of another data type. So we cannot do that. So how I am going to add the marks, store the marks of these students? So for that I am going to create another data type. Then I am going to go for integer array. Okay, so integer array, I am going to give the name as marks. Now I will define what is the marks. Okay, so I will go for marks is equal to new integer array. Okay, I have defined that as integer array. Then I will give the size. I will give the size as 3. Okay, now I will store the values there. So okay, so I will first I will store the marks of Mark. Okay, so for that I will go for mark 0 is equal to 50. Okay, so marks got the marks of 650. Then in the second I will store the marks of Ben. So that is the marks 1 is equal to 60. Okay, then I will store the marks of Raj, so that is marks 2 is equal to, I am going to give it as 70. Okay, so I entered those values. So now I want to display the marks there. Okay, so for that I can go here, it is debug.log, marks I. Okay. Now I will just go and play this. So here you can see that what is the value. So this is the mark. I got the marks of mark as 50. Then for Ben I got 60. Then for Raj I got 70. You can see that if you want to store a different type to data type, you have to create a new array with that data type. Okay, so I hope you understood this much. Now what we will do if you want to store different types of data types into the same array, then how you are going to do that? So we have one method which we can use to store the different types of data types. Here I am going to create another array with another data type. Okay, so that is the I am going to use for the object. Here I want to store two values, that is the my name of the students and the mark, okay, of that particular student. For that I will create so I need two values, so for that I will just give a comma here, then I will give the name as details. Okay, so I will define what is the details there. Okay, so I will just comment this so that you can understand it better. So I will just comment everything. Now I will define as details is equal to new object. Okay, so I want to add the how many students I have? I have 3 students, and I want to add these values there. Okay, so for that I will just go for 3 and 2. So that is my the length, how much details I want to add. So I want to add 2, like the name and the mark. Okay, so for that I will just go for these 2 values. First which is the what is the name, that is mark. Okay, then what is the this mark for that student, that is 50. Okay, then I will go to the next student, that is the Ben, comma, what is the mark of Ben, that is 60. Then again I will go for the third student, so that is who is my third student is Raj. Raj has got the marks of 70. Okay, so I have created a new object array with the number of elements is 3, and in each and every element has got 2 items. Okay, I will define what is the how I am going to display these values. Okay, so for that I will go for integer I equal to 0, then I less than 3. Okay, so that is the length, then I plus plus. Okay, now I want to print the detail of the students, so that is print name of student. Okay, so what is the, from where I will get the name of the student? So I will get from the first value. Okay, so for that I will get for details, then I will go for I comma 0, because I will get the value as this is mark is 0 and 50 is 1. Okay, then I will go for plus, got the mark of, then from where I will get the marks in the second value. Okay, so I will go for details I comma 1. Okay, so now here you can see that I have created an object array there Okay, and I am going to enter two values, so that's why I have used this comma. Then in this detail, I have created a new object array with the members length of 3, and it has got two values to enter. So we have three members there, three students details, that is Mark 50, Ben 60, and Raj 70. So I am here I am just displaying these values. Okay, so here I am getting the name of the students from the details 0, 0, that is Mark, then 1, 0, that is Ben, then I am getting 2, 0, that is Raj. Okay, so I got the student's name. Then I will get the marks from the I1, that is first 0, 1, that is 50, then 1, 1, that is 60, then 2, 1, that is 70. So I am going to display these values there. Okay, just go and play this. So here you can see that the first my name of the student Mark got the mark of 50. The name of the student Ben got the mark of 60. Then name of student Raj got the mark of 70.
So I hope you understood the concept of arrays. So arrays is used when you want to store more than one value into a particular data type. Okay, so if you want to store the names of the students in a particular class, you cannot use a string variable. Okay, so because that variable will replace the value when you enter the another student's name. So in order to store a group of values, you can use arrays to store the values and collect the values and make changes in the values. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.